540-1040 or check them out online at raysaccounting.com. Agent Ray is ready to help.
Hello, I am Robin, Agent Ray for those that know me, from Ray's Accounting. I am here to introduce you to an assortment of small businesses that support the backbone of the United States economy. I am supporting my neighbors, providing for their families, not large box stores supporting their CEO or board members. Sit back and enjoy.
Need help with your taxes? Have back taxes or someone to represent you with the IRS? Look to the experts at Ray's Accounting. With over 25 years experience, Ray's Accounting can help with any accounting situation from bookkeeping to payroll. Don't go it alone. Call Robin at Ray's Accounting today, 813-540-1040. That's 813-540-1040. Or check them out online at raysaccounting.com. Agent Ray is ready to help.
Hello, I am Robin, Agent Ray for those that know me, from Ray's Accounting. I am here to introduce you to an assortment of small businesses that support the backbone of the United States economy. I am supporting my neighbors, providing for their families, not large box stores supporting their CEO or board members. Sit back and enjoy.
Need help with your taxes? Have back taxes or someone to represent you with the IRS? Look to the experts at Ray's Accounting. With over 25 years experience, Ray's Accounting can help with any accounting situation from bookkeeping to payroll. Don't go it alone. Call Robin at Ray's Accounting today, 813-540-1040. That's 813-540-1040. Or check them out online at raysaccounting.com. Agent Ray is ready to help.
Hello, I am Robin, Agent Ray for those that know me, from Ray's Accounting. I am here to introduce you to an assortment of small businesses that support the backbone of the United States economy. I am supporting my neighbors, providing for their families, not large box stores supporting their CEO or board members. Sit back and enjoy.
Need help with your taxes? Have back taxes or someone to represent you with the IRS? Look to the experts at Ray's Accounting. With over 25 years experience, Ray's Accounting can help with any accounting situation from bookkeeping to payroll. Don't go it alone. Call Robin at Ray's Accounting today, 813-540-1040. That's 813-540-1040. Or check them out online at raysaccounting.com. Agent Ray is ready to help.
Hello, I am Robin, Agent Ray for those that know me, from Ray's Accounting. I am here to introduce you to an assortment of small businesses that support the backbone of the United States economy. I am supporting my neighbors, providing for their families, not large box stores supporting their CEO or board members. Sit back and enjoy.
Need help with your taxes? Have back taxes or someone to represent you with the IRS? Look to the experts at Ray's Accounting. With over 25 years experience, Ray's Accounting can help with any accounting situation from bookkeeping to payroll. Don't go it alone. Call Robin at Ray's Accounting today, 813-540-1040. That's 813-540-1040. Or check them out online at raysaccounting.com. Agent Ray is ready to help.
Hello, I am Robin, Agent Ray for those that know me, from Ray's Accounting. I am here to introduce you to an assortment of small businesses that support the backbone of the United States economy. I am supporting my neighbors, providing for their families, not large box stores supporting their CEO or board members. Sit back and enjoy.
Need help with your taxes? Have back taxes or someone to represent you with the IRS? Look to the experts at Ray's Accounting. With over 25 years experience, Ray's Accounting can help with any accounting situation from bookkeeping to payroll. Don't go it alone. Call Robin at Ray's Accounting today, 813-540-1040. That's 813-540-1040. Or check them out online at raysaccounting.com. Agent Ray is ready to help.
Hello, I am Robin, Agent Ray for those that know me, from Ray's Accounting. I am here to introduce you to an assortment of small businesses that support the backbone of the United States economy. I am supporting my neighbors, providing for their families, not large box stores supporting their CEO or board members. Sit back and enjoy.
Need help with your taxes? Have back taxes or someone to represent you with the IRS? Look to the experts at Ray's Accounting. With over 25 years experience, Ray's Accounting can help with any accounting situation from bookkeeping to payroll. Don't go it alone. Call Robin at Ray's Accounting today, 813-540-1040. That's 813-540-1040. Or check them out online at raysaccounting.com. Agent Ray is ready to help.
Hello, I am Robin, Agent Ray for those that know me, from Ray's Accounting. I am here to introduce you to an assortment of small businesses that support the backbone of the United States economy. I am supporting my neighbors, providing for their families, not large box stores supporting their CEO or board members. Sit back and enjoy.
Need help with your taxes? Have back taxes or someone to represent you with the IRS? Look to the experts at Ray's Accounting. With over 25 years experience, Ray's Accounting can help with any accounting situation from bookkeeping to payroll. Don't go it alone. Call Robin at Ray's Accounting today, 813-540-1040. That's 813-540-1040. Or check them out online at raysaccounting.com. Agent Ray is ready to help.
Hello, I am Robin, Agent Ray for those that know me, from Ray's Accounting. I am here to introduce you to an assortment of small businesses that support the backbone of the United States economy. I am supporting my neighbors, providing for their families, not large box stores supporting their CEO or board members. Sit back and enjoy.
Need help with your taxes? Have back taxes or someone to represent you with the IRS? Look to the experts at Ray's Accounting. With over 25 years experience, Ray's Accounting can help with any accounting situation from bookkeeping to payroll. Don't go it alone. Call Robin at Ray's Accounting today, 813-540-1040. That's 813-540-1040. Or check them out online at raysaccounting.com. Agent Ray is ready to help.
Hello, I am Robin, Agent Ray for those that know me, from Ray's Accounting. I am here to introduce you to an assortment of small businesses that support the backbone of the United States economy. I am supporting my neighbors, providing for their families, not large box stores supporting their CEO or board members. Sit back and enjoy.
Need help with your taxes? Have back taxes or someone to represent you with the IRS? Look to the experts at Ray's Accounting. With over 25 years experience, Ray's Accounting.
Thank you for joining us on this awesome Friday afternoon. I want you to please join me in welcoming our very own small business matchmaker from Ray's Accounting, Robin Ray Huntley.
Woo! Thank you
Robin.
so much. I really do want to appreciate the great introduction, and I'm so happy today to have my guest, Mike Rubio. But before I do that, I want to introduce Anthony Montgomery, the brains behind the scene from Repair Your Tech. He's the one that gets, the technically challenged one out of trouble. And I don't know why my green screen isn't working, but we're good. And I'm going to introduce Jill Conrad from Image by Jill, and now the little country parlor. And today is Jill's birthday. Can we sing happy birthday to her?
Let's do it.
Kings and queens and princess too want to wish the best to you. Have a wish day, want day. What do you say? Birthday, happy birthday to you. Love you.
I love
Thank
it.
you so much. Oh my gosh.
Happy
You have a
birthday.
hidden talent.
Happy birthday.
And Michael, I would like you to please tell me something.
Michael,
about
she wants
yourself.
you to sing.
Huh?
No, I'm kidding.
Michael, please tell me something about yourself.
Something about me. I'm Mike Rubio with AutoWorks of Brandon. I've been in the Brandon community almost 20 years now. We'll be celebrating 20 years next year in May.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Wait,
20
is that
years,
all you
that's a
want to
long
tell us?
time.
I know some other stuff.
Oh, we do a lot of stuff. There's a lot of there's many things about me. You know?
Michael, are you married?
Yes, I'm married to my wife Melanie, and we have 3 kids, 2 at UCF. One's a
Wow.
freshman, one's a sophomore, 2 boys, Brandon, Nicholas, and then Allison's our homeschooled girl. She's 11.
Mike,
And
you
how are
only
they
look
doing
like
at
24.
college this year?
Yeah, Jill, I'm not 24 anymore. That was the other picture earlier this morning. But what was your question, Robin?
I said, how are they doing in college, being at USF, being in college this year? Are they in class or are they online?
They're doing everything online, so they're in their dorms. So I think it's a little bit of dormophobia, like they're just constantly in their dorms. So unless you're a gamer and you're going to sit there on your computer all day long, I think they're a little bored because they want to go out and walk around a campus, go to the different coffee shops, whatever, library, gyms, and do things. And so it's a different experience. Not the year that I think Nicholas anticipated in starting.
Now, if I remember correctly, they are gamers, though. So are they getting by with, did they take the gaming stations with them to the dorms?
Anthony, I am happy to report, I guess he watched you guys very closely. He called his friend over, and they actually built the system before they left for college. So before he left, he built a brand new system, and he took it with him.
Fantastic. Awesome. Glad to hear it, man.
Yep. And I'm happy to report his gaming computer is now here at AutoWorks of Brandon, being put to use. Dual monitors, it's a nice, fast machine.
We'll have to get you some VR set of goggles so you can actually sit in the office and play some Beat Saber with me.
Okay, I don't know what the heck either one of you are talking about, but what I do know is that Mike Rubio is the person you need to go to if you have any car issues. And I'm just going to do a little story before I ask him any questions. Those of you that know me know that I have a Mercedes that I never drive. So as part of it sitting in my driveway, apparently the squirrels took home in it and ate my brake lines. So when I took it to Mike Rubio to get fixed, I thought my brakes were a little weird. Mike took it upon himself, and I think this is why he stands out above all others, is that he took it upon himself to look and see if things were under warranty. And actually, because of my insurance and the squirrel eating my brake lines, Mike saved me over $5,000 to get it repaired. And you know what? I have never met someone who owns a repair shop that isn't gonna take you for all the money you have. And honestly, I would have never known that it would have been under warranty. So if anyone out there is looking for an honest repair shop, this is the place you need to go. That is my big story about Mike.
Thank you, Jill. Your story is like many others. I have many that just like you, whether it be some sort of recall or a warranty extension, or we've had rodents eating people's cars up. We've done many. Actually, I want to say, since your vehicle, we've probably done at least 4 to 6 more insurance claims similar with damage to the vehicle done by through a comprehensive, basically a claim. Something happened to the car that was
Mike, is that always covered by insurance or no?
Yeah, it's comprehensive. It's no different than a tree falling on your car. You can't control the environment that some squirrel, rodent, whatever it is, went up there and started eating all your wires in your brake master cylinder and your parts and damaged the computer. That's why it ended up being like a $4,000 to $5,000 repair, because we couldn't test the computer until all the wiring was repaired from the damage.
Now you had mentioned, Mike, that if a tree fell, you can't control if a tree falls. Well, that brings up, we're kind of living here in Florida. We're in hurricane season.
Yep.
What if a hurricane came through and destroyed someone's vehicle? Would that be covered, or is that something totally different?
That's comprehensive. I'm not an insurance specialist by no means, but that's a comprehensive claim, meaning if lightning hits your car, if a tree falls on it, if a rodent eats it, whatever happens to it, that's comprehensive. Collisions when you run into somebody, that's a different type of insurance. So you have to have both types of insurance. So collision is when you're playing bumper cars or on the bumper rails, and then comprehensive is for all the other weird things that happen.
But something,
acts of God.
Something I was thinking about, because this has actually happened with me recently. I can go into a couple of stories with Mike. Me and Jennifer, we're bad with cars. So Mike is our savior when it comes to that. But
we'll drink to that.
Here's the thing. I know, right? Mike, I got to ask a question. Do you guys handle any type of warranty work whatsoever?
Oh, absolutely.
I should say I know that one because you saved us.
You cheated. Exactly. That was a trick question.
Yeah, that's what we call a loaded gun. So it's a perfect, because I already have the answer, and it's yes, we do extended. We call them ESPs, extended service plans. And when people, individuals, companies, whatever, buy vehicles, sometimes they're offered, incentive plans to cover the components should you're betting on your vehicle breaking. But some people want the peace of mind and the long-term investment. I have a 6-year note, so why don't I protect it for 6 years so I don't have any other expenses that might come out of pocket? Now, they don't cover everything. It's not a bumper-to-bumper warranty. I hate to use the word warranty because you think that something's covered and it's not. It covers a majority of items, and each company's different. So there's good ones and there's bad ones. So we've dealt with the best of the best and the crappiest of the crappiest ones, and I think, which we actually will not take. There's actually one company, we have them on our blacklist. I'm sorry, we will not deal with that company.
And it totally makes sense.
I can't help you. There's only one company out there.
But
do you want to name it or no?
Who is it, Mike? Spill it.
Yeah. I would really need to ask. I would really need to ask to remember what the name is, because there's many of them out there. So there's a ton of names.
I would definitely say this, something that I learned, that these warranties in aftermarket, before you purchase them, give a call over to AutoWorks Brandon, because he looked at ours. We overpaid on our warranty for what we purchased. So there's a lot of information that you can glean and find out how it's going to help you when you have your vehicle and taken in. Because just like with PCs, maintenance on your vehicle is huge. I had a truck that sat for like 3 or 4 years. My exhaust rusted, so Mike had to get that. I've got all kinds of problems that were going. Same thing, Jill, that you had. So these are prime examples that you want to make sure that you're taking your vehicle in. The warranties are going to help out with that.
Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know why Mike has a safe behind him with all the money you're spending over there.
I know, right?
So seriously though, Mike, if someone buys a new vehicle, do they need to keep taking it? I've always heard you got to bring it back to the dealership to get things taken care of. Is that a true statement or a false statement?
Let's call it a myth. There's a lot of belief that you need to, take it back to the obstetrician that delivered it to you. And that's not the case by no means. As long as you maintain, you have an owner's manual and it comes with a maintenance schedule. You as the owner have the obligation and responsibility to take care of the vehicle, especially when it's under a manufactured warranty. You drive it 36,000 miles and you drive it to 35,599 and you never change the oil in the engine. That's not a warranty. That's a neglect to the vehicle. So you have to take care of it, but you do not have to take it back to the dealer. It was actually written. There's actually a law. It's called like the Moss-Ferguson Act, that back in the 1970s that they passed it, that you do not have to take it back to the dealership. You could take it to whoever you can maintain it yourself. You can take it as long as you're maintaining it. Maybe you keep your receipts or your service records. Anybody can take care of the maintenance on the vehicle. It doesn't have to go back. A lot of people feel obligated, because if they take it in for a warranty repair, yeah, go ahead and change the oil while I'm here. But they're typically going to start servicing the vehicle for other needs as well, especially recalls. Recalls is
But
the
if
big.
there is a recall or a warranty repair, does it go back to the dealership or can it come to you?
So recalls is a unique thing. That's when there's some sort of class action, the National Transportation Safety Administration, whatever it is, goes out, says there's this recall. This is a safety issue. We need to recall these vehicles. So when a manufacturer does that, you do have to take the vehicle back to the manufacturer. So they'll send you a letter in the mail. So it's very important to make sure that your vehicle is, registered. Or if you don't ever get any letters regarding your vehicle, maybe you moved, right? The state probably still has your old address. So you might want to call the dealer with your 17-digit VIN number and call and say, do I have any open recalls? That's an easy way. But if you're computer savvy, the best way is to go visit their website, pop your VIN in there, and it'll tell you if there's any recalls on your vehicle outstanding. And then if there is, it'll tell you what it is, what the remedy is or whatnot. And then you can call the dealership to talk with them, schedule the appointment to get it repaired. And so usually dealerships love recalls. You want to know why? Because it brings used vehicles into their repair facility so that they can get a flashlight on them and potentially write you up a list of things that you may or may not need. So we've gotten great lists from dealers of items they really want. We just save customers some money, lower labor rates. They chose us, better warranty, or we get the list and it's like, oh my goodness, you don't need half of this stuff. So we have those conversations sometimes with clients as well. Or misdiagnosis, it needs one thing. It turns out it needs something else. Nobody's perfect. We're not throwing anybody under the bus, but it does happen. If you have a large repair, it never hurts to get a second opinion. We like to try to offer free second opinions, at least flashlight inspections. I call it the 10-minute flashlight, no wrench inspection. I'm happy to take 10 minutes of my time and look under the hood, look around, see if anything's obviously going wrong with the car, and no charge, especially on a second, hey, somebody said I needed all this. Do I really need it? I mean, we can spend 10, 15 minutes to review that.
So, and that kind of brings me to a point of one of the biggest things in any business or even in life is communication. Being able to communicate. And that's something I don't see when I come into your office and when we're dropping vehicles off. I don't see paperwork, and I know you guys have like real stringent, you're documenting all this because you guys read back to me exactly what's happened years ago with my vehicles. So the question is where are all the computers in your office out? Like, I don't see the guys walking around the shop with a computer or a laptop, and I'm normally used to seeing that. So tell me a little bit about the software and what you guys are using on hardware there.
So we use we call it an SMS, a shop management software. And so the company that we chose, it's out of San Francisco, called Shopware. And they're fairly new. They've actually been around for a while, but now they're really growing. And we actually joined with them over a year ago from a fellow shop owner up in Michigan, told me about them. And we decided to go ahead and make the plunge after 14 years of running a certain software and knowing how to run your business through this platform. You're suddenly going to change. It's a little bit of heartburn to make that kind of leap. So we wanted to make sure it was the right fit. And so another shop had given me his seal of approval. He's telling me you got to do it. So we took the plunge and we did it. And he was right. The efficiencies of the new software was so much faster than the previous way we were doing things. And let me tell you how. So we had a software would then worked with another software that would then do these digital reports and send them to the client. And then we had to sit here and bounce between screens to figure out what the car really needed, because we got inspection reports on one screen. We got what the technician's reporting on another screen. We had to put everything together. It was very complicated and very, what one of my friends called clunky, very clunky for a machine. So we went to this new software where everything's integrated together. So it was so amazing. And the efficiencies were so great that we actually hit our sales goal last year. Best year ever was 2019. And for 3 of those quarters, we had this new software, which made us so much more efficient. And I attribute to that, to hitting the sales goal, because of the efficiencies of the software. But then COVID-19 hit, right? Oh. So the only thing that was missing on this software, it's really cool. Technicians type in the reports, right from their phone. They're getting their reports. They can see pictures, videos, the scans, the reports, digital printouts, PDFs, videos, whatever it is the tech wants to show the customer. He can upload everything, and then we can create estimates for what needs to be fixed and the pictures that are associated with it. So it tells a story. So when you bring your car in, the most important thing to a customer is what fixed my car, right? They don't really care about everything else. Just fix my car. It's broken. It's not right.
That's it,
So
exactly.
the most important thing we have to do is we fix the car, right? Once we fix the car, but during the process, we want to tell the story. We don't want to just fix your car and say thank you and here, can you put all the money right here? We want to show you the story from you checking in to the point where there's videos, pictures, estimates, your parts, the new parts, whatever it is. We tell you the story and we show you that we fixed your car because you see it. You see the old part, new part, those types of things. And so at the end, the only missing link was you couldn't pay online. And then right when COVID-19 hit, probably about 30 days into that, my provider said they were launching it, and we've been waiting to go live with that. So now our customers can actually pay from their phone. So they don't even have, we have complete contactless service, complete paperless service. Everything is PDF, everything is done online, digitally signed, touchscreen signatures, and then your invoice is sent to you and you can even pay online. We don't have to really even see you. We'll sanitize the vehicle when we're before and after, clean your key off. We have key locker boxes. We put your key in there, text you the codes, what box it's in, come pick it up after hours. We made it so easy that we changed our hours back to 8 to 5 from 7:30 to 5:30. We don't need to be here to serve our clients because we have a system in place that does everything for them. And the customers absolutely rave about it. Just go on Google and look, and you'll see them. They mention it, the system, how cool it is, because they feel part of the process. They part of the repair process. It's fun to some people. Some people aren't digital, so we can also go old school and pick up the phone and explain what's wrong. But it's still neat because we have a full report with pictures and we can explain it very simple, just translate it to the client to let them know. For those who aren't tech savvy, should we say, but for most people, they absolutely love it.
Now,
I can attest to people not being tech savvy because me, with my clients, I've been semi-virtual for years, and I have a secure portal where you can sign through digital signing and all of that stuff. And still there are times that, you know, my assistant at the front has to walk them through the process.
Well, you know, quit picking on me, Robin. I told you not
Okay,
to
well,
tell
I
that
wasn't
story.
going to say your name.
Now, Mike, it's time to brag a little bit on you. And I know Mike, for everyone who's watching again, Mike from AutoWorks of Brandon, the most amazing man that I've ever met. I've known him for probably at least 13 years. And through 13 years, I'm a big advocate for education. So, Mike, if you wouldn't mind, I know that you have like crazy amounts of education and certifications behind you that honestly make you way different than the mechanic that might be next door. Would you like to share some of that with us?
Sure. So some of the most important things, you know, we mentioned earlier about dealerships and independent shops. So when you bring your vehicle into a dealership, a technician is going to work on the car. Which one? You don't know. Whichever one it falls into, you know, whoever gets the keys to it. Let's just leave it at that. It's like a lottery. At an independent shop, you know, we have a European specialist. That's all he works on. And then we also have a domestic and agent side. So there's only 2 techs over there. So we're going to consistently work on the same vehicle. So it's really not about my credentials. Hey, I have an Associates in Arts degree and Associates in Science degree in Automotive Technology. I'm a Master Certified Technician. And, you know, I have all these certifications, but most importantly it's the team. You know, it's about the team, you know, because it's not just my experience, it's all of our experience that's wrapped into one. So Patrick Connors is our European specialist, and he's all 8 ASC master certified. He has, you know, the L1 advanced engine performance specialist. He has a service advisor certificate. I think he has a hybrid certificate. So he's just loaded with every certification you can imagine. And then Kyle is on the other side. Kyle just came to us. He was with a shop for 10 years, a local shop here in Brandon, and he came on to us. Why did he come with us? Because we don't work weekends. We're closed on the weekends. See, we believe in family. We understand that we want to be able to make our living Monday through Friday and have family time, because it's a family business. We're not a franchise. We're a family business, and that's how we believe. And so their certification and their experience, I mean, I have, between all of us, there's probably about 70 years of experience in that shop. I got over 20, Kyle's got over 20, Pat's got 15 to 20. Hugo's got at least 5 now. So when you calculate it, I think it's about 70, 75, somewhere around there. That's a lot of experience in the shop.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And I can tell you that the day after Christmas, Mike will put on your car pink rims when you have a bright yellow Mustang, and film it and put it on social media.
Don't do it, anybody.
Well, that's
No
what I got
pink
for
rims.
Christmas was my pink rims, because
Yeah.
yellow's my favorite color, but pink is for the tatas.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got a question.
Oh.
Yeah, if everyone that knows me knows I'm really big into everything organic and everything natural and everything wonderful. And I was looking at, you guys can't see it, but I can see Anthony's background is like green. So Mike, I heard this like rumor about your shop going green, or is green. Can you explain really what that kind of means in like English and not Anthony's technology terms? In other words, explain it like I might understand it, Mike.
So, let's face it, cars do make an imprint. They talk about the carbon imprint for vehicles. I didn't know if you guys knew this. This actually just recently came out, that the state of California in 2035 wants to ban all gasoline engines.
That's
to
insane.
Build all cars with gasoline engines, no more. I mean, that's huge
Wow.
because of the carbon footprint. So the whole state going green, but that's California. Let's steer back to the right. But there's a lot that we do for
I totally caught that.
there's a lot that we do to be green in a sense. So the way green shops work is basically I have secondary containment. So when I'm collecting the waste oil out of the vehicles, they're going into waste tanks, and those waste tanks then have tanks to protect them should they spring a leak. So I'm compliant with that. And then same thing so any hazardous waste that's coming out of vehicles has to be properly disposed of. We handle all of that. We have a truck come in, pumps it in every month or two. He's here, he's pumping it. We got to pay to get this stuff out of our shop to go be disposed of. So when people see like environmental fees and things like that on a repair invoice in a shop or shop supplies, those are all just the small charges that we're getting hit with, because we have to take the fluids out of your vehicle and dispose of them. And there's a process, and you can call it a handling fee, whatever it is, but we do have to process and take care of this and dispose of this. And it does take time, and it does take paperwork so that we're compliant. So that's really pretty much it. Why did you
choose to go be a green shop, Mike? Because I don't know of any others in the area.
Well, I think the most important reason I'd want to be a green shop is because I own the property. So why would I want to be, sloppy and, digging a hole in the backyard and throwing the used oil in there? That's not good for the environment. And honestly, you get seriously fined if you did something like that. But, there's a lot of things happen. Second containment was big for me when I learned I had my tank without secondary containment. And who would think that somebody would go into the back of your business and stab your tank with like a sharp object? I came in the morning and I had used oil all over the patio floor, and I had to get it all cleaned up. And then I had to immediately call the oil tank company. I got an emergency. I need you to come now and pay the extra fee to come now to come pump the tank so that we can get it sideways so that we can repair the tank where it's bleeding out of. And then this oil is wanting to go, where do you think? Right into the ground. So that wasn't good. So, but again, those are the things that you need to, that's why we have secondary containment now, so that if the tank does bring a leak, and we keep ours actually inside now because of that. We don't want to be rolling equipment outside. We'd rather just dump it inside it's underneath our stairwells, completely out of the way, and we have it pumped.
Now, Mike, I think, don't you offer, and I could be totally wrong on this, so I apologize if I'm stepping out of turn, but you've done it for me, so I don't know if I'm just special, which I know I am, but you
Very
offer a
special.
service that you actually come pick people up if they can't get their car to you or
Yes.
take them home?
Yes, I think most businesses had to adapt in some form to COVID-19. So the new thing that we offer now is we do concierge service. Concierge service is pretty much scheduling an appointment. We'll come to your home, business, whatever, as long as it's within 10 miles of our shop. We will pick up your vehicle, and we will typically ask if it's permission if we can leave a vehicle, so that when yours is done, we can return it back to you if it's going to be a same day service. Should it not be a same day service, then we would bring it back to you when it's ready. Or the new option now is for regular clients that have been coming to us that are, our repeat customers. We have 2 loaner vehicles now available. We have Luna and
Oh, wow.
Snowball. So Luna is the 2007 Honda Odyssey minivan. So she's fully leather. She's a touring. She's the top model. And then we also have, for those that don't want to drive a minivan, for instance, we do have a 4-door sedan, a 2012 C250 Mercedes-Benz for the clients. That's Snowball. She's white, as you can tell. And again, those are loaner vehicles. We don't charge for them. We just need clients that are like our repeat clients can call us now, and they can schedule reservations. They do have to have rental coverage on their insurance, and it will be verified. But it's real simple. If they wanted to do concierge service with a loaner car, we can do that. We can actually email them all the information for the loaner car. We could actually drive the loaner car to you, drop it off. You've already signed everything, drop off the keys, pick up your car, and you have a vehicle. So we're going to make it as easy as possible for clients to service their vehicle. I call it stress-free auto repair.
It sounds like it. I definitely
like
need
that.
to. I think my truck's making some sound. I might need to bring it in and get Snowball for a day or so.
Wait, you're more the minivan kind of guy. Don't go. I get Snowball.
Is it an all-wheel drive minivan?
You guys are too funny. So, Mike,
Hey, let me give you the disclaimer. The disclaimer is these are loaner cars. These are loaner cars. They do have limits on per day mileage. They're a vehicle for you to get you around, get you to work. It's not for you to take it out of town. They do have GPS transponders in them.
Sorry,
If you take them
Anthony.
if you start heading out of the Tampa Bay area, it's going to send me an email, and I have to call you and say, hey, that's not part of the deal. Read the contract.
What are you doing in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, exactly. So
I did want to go to Georgia.
Yeah. Well,
Wait,
because if the vehicle was
need
to
drive
break
all the way to
down,
Wisconsin.
yeah, if the vehicle was to break down farther out,
Yeah.
I only have a limit of 100 miles of towing. So if the car was to break down somewhere else, there's going to be expenses involved with that. So that's why it's in the contract. This is a
Well,
temporary.
you are a buzzkill, Mike Rubio. That's all I got to say, because I was looking forward to taking it for my next trip.
We were all, yes, exactly. We were all thinking of taking a
I'm
party
like,
next
I
week.
got to go get Snowball. I think there's something wrong with my car.
That's it. We're taking the van to the beach. It's got all the room for the umbrellas and the chairs.
See?
Hey, if we go to a close beach, we might be okay.
We could do a
Yeah.
tailgate with the vans.
Mike, don't you
I'm
offer a
telling you,
service that?
Hey, that's it. You guys, we're gonna have a party. But
Mike, don't you offer a
before we
service?
plan that party,
Hey,
I
hush up
wanna-
about the party. Mike, don't you offer a service where if someone's looking to buy like a used car or something, that you would do a once over on it, and that way you kind of let them know if they're about to get a lemon?
Oh yes, that's the
New,
hard.
new car buyers, young kids.
Yeah, it's called we call it the PPI. It's called the pre-purchase inspection. So we advise any client who's buying any pre-owned vehicle to take it to a local shop, us preferably, but if the mechanic you trust, take it to them and have them look at the vehicle before you sign the paperwork. Because most of the time in the state of Florida, when you buy the car and sign the paperwork, it's as is, no warranty implied, and you own it. Some dealerships will offer 3 days, no hassle, whatever, and that's fine. Then if you really want to go through all the paperwork to find out the car needs a ton of work and have to undo everything, go that route. But I think the best avenue is to have it checked out, make sure it's the right choice, make sure that the car looks good, and then move forward with negotiation, because That's power. If it needs some work, then you can point it out and maybe the price drops so you can get the work covered. So be a educated consumer. Know what you're buying
That's
before
it.
you buy it.
Educated consumer.
that
I
is definitely
like
the best
that.
advice.
So, Mike, we really want to thank you for coming on today. Can you tell us one thing that we can do to help you grow your business?
Ooh,
Think hard.
yeah, no, there's probably, well, there's a lot. So when you got to try to narrow it down to one, I think the most successful way to help me grow my business, honestly, is that if you've used my services and you have never gone and wrote like a Google or a Yelp review, that's like golden. And if you have come to us in the past and we have you on your system, we're happy to send you a link so that if you're not savvy to figure out how to leave a Google review, we're happy to text you a link so that you can do it right from your smartphone and log in.
Yeah, Jill, you have to check your email, honey.
Mike, I know that all three of us have used your services, so I will be the first one to ask for you to send the link to me, because I will definitely
and
take
then
care
text
of
her and tell her that you emailed her.
Hey,
Yeah.
Some of us are pretty and some of us are technical.
Yeah, some of us have no idea about tech, to be honest.
One other thing, I want you to think about this over the weekend, and then we can discuss it on Monday if you want. But if there was one thing that we could work on to change that would have a huge impact on your business, that we could correct, one thing, and I want you to think about it over the weekend, and we'll talk on Monday.
Okay.
I like this. I like
know.
this.
That's a big one.
Yes.
That question on Facebook, I got a lot of really good answers. So I'm just thinking that I'm going to start asking people, what is the one thing that if we could change it, if we could fix it, that would make a huge impact on your business. And I would like to help you. I mean, that was the whole intent of doing this podcast, and that is to promote small businesses, not big box stores, and let people know who's your neighbor and who are they supporting. They're supporting Mike, Melissa, no, Marissa,
Lisa.
Destiny.
yeah, and his 3 kids, 2 in college.
Wait, how many wives
You're
does
talking
he
about
have?
my family. Yeah, Mike, Melanie, Alice, Brandon, and Nicholas.
Yes, that's who you're supporting.
You're not supporting the other two girls.
Yeah, you're helping support.
No, I am. I am supporting. Honestly, all my employees. I support all their families, because if you think about it, the business is doing that. So I am responsible for their income, to the employees that work here, to their families.
Absolutely. And small businesses are the backbone of the U.S. Economy. Right now, small businesses are the biggest employers. Not these big box stores that pay less than minimum wage, but we won't go there because I was told not to.
Mike, we forgot to ask, Mike, why don't you tell people again, everybody, if you come in like really late and you have no idea who this is on the screen, this is Mike Rubio from AutoWorks of Brandon. And Mike, I know you've changed locations and you bought your own location. Where are you located exactly right now, in case people just want to do a little drive-by, stop in, wave, and say hello?
Yep. So we conveniently moved basically like 5 houses down, if you want to call it that. So we used to be on Central Drive, which was down the road from the Dairy Queen, but now we're actually on Kings Avenue. So we're just, if everybody knows where the Einstein is, when you're headed north, like towards Brandon High School, you'll see the Einsteins, and then the Babe's Pizza, which has been in Brandon forever. And then just a little bit further on the right-hand side, you'll see the Iron Gates and AutoWorks of Brandon. You cannot miss the red top on the building. So 211 North Kings Avenue. We're right in the heart of Brandon.
And there is a link in I put it in the notes for the podcast.
Nice.
Perfect.
All right. Goodbye, Mike, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike.
Absolutely. I'll try to put the Google link up in the on the Facebook page or something. I'll find you guys.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'm coming for Snowball. Hey, I'm gonna go. I think my Mercedes, I think, is on its way over there. By the way, so I didn't know that I could get Snowball
I know now
drive
it's.
around. Snowball to drive down my driveway to get to my work.
But you're going for a 2-door to a 4-door. I know, right? It's a little drive. I'll give it to you. You could drive, from the garage down to the walkway to.
Hey, so I have a funny story.
Oh, we love funny stories.
So my first day of being open, for those of you that
Oh,
don't
no.
know, I just opened my own place. Well, my first client went to the wrong place.
Oh.
My second client didn't know where to park, so she decided to park up by my garage and hit my car.
Oh
So
no.
I was off to a run and start right from the beginning. So
You need to put
but you
a.
don't have to laugh because at least she didn't kill a cat or something. She just hit my bumper. She
And then
felt
she
way
had to
worse
put
than
up
I
with
did.
me.
You know what? Maybe during the day, put up a rope, like a rope gate. Just.
Now wait a minute. I have parking signs and everything.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Danny
wow.
did it that night.
Oh, that's okay. Well, yeah,
And it just took someone hitting my car, but for her, if she happens to be watching, I love her immensely, and it was just a scratch. It really,
Yeah.
it really made for such a fun story, and I felt worse for her honestly than what little thing happened to my car. I mean, it was really quite funny. It really made my day. It honestly did to have someone hit my car, but don't anyone else do it.
Right.
I'll
Well,
make sure I
didn't
don't
know
back
that
into
Mike
it.
was going to start having loaner cars. That's something
Oh, I
new.
know.
I didn't
That is
know.
new.
But the 10 miles, that kind of knocks me out because I'm in Apollo Beach.
He might make an exception.
Oh.
Oh, I know he'd make an exception for me.
He is a very, very nice man, and he has gone out of his way to come send over a tow truck to pick up my car when things were hairy. So, I mean, Mike really puts the customer first. He
Yep.
really does. And even at the detriment of maybe some income that could have come to him,
Yeah.
he's going to definitely make sure the customer is well taken care of. He's that kind of guy.
Oh,
I really, really like him.
Early into our business, and this is just what turned me on to working with Mike all the time. Early into our business, my truck, I had a catastrophic one morning, and I had a large project that I had to get out to do, and I probably would have lost the client because they were a new client if I didn't show up. And literally, I reached out to Mike. I'm like, oh my God, my truck's down. I need to be out this afternoon to a client. He's like, don't worry about it. Get it in here. We babied the truck in because I needed to get it in there like right then. He literally told me, the fastest you can bring it in here, get it. And this is, bear in mind, 5-6 years ago. And I babied the thing, doing like 20 miles an hour, making all kinds of racket. I get it in there, and literally, he replaced my exhaust, had me up and running in no time, sent one of his guys down to pick up the exhaust, come back. And I knew what costs were. I've worked on cars many, many years, so I knew what costs were. And when I looked at it, I was like, oh, wow. I don't know if I could have actually done it for the cost that he charged me for it. So when you do talk about, those type of situations of everybody's afraid of mechanics because you don't know. You're going to go in and you're coming out with a minimum $1,000 bill, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the experience that I get. It's literally I can walk out with a super cheap bill at times thinking that, oh, I'm going in, my transmission's dead. And it's like, oh no, your exhaust is the problem. Oh, okay. But he could have.
I love that he actually sends photos.
Yeah.
So he actually shows you, hey, this is what I see. This is what we need to do. And by the way, hey, I fixed it. Here's your old part here. Here's the new part we put in. Because let me tell you, as a woman, I have been scammed many times at other getting my car fixed. Because as a woman, I feel that we sometimes get taken advantage of because I don't know if they've replaced it or not.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
I like that. I see a picture.
I've been taken advantage of before, and I actually went back to the shop that told me that they replaced this, and this. And I went back and I said, can you show me? I didn't know that I was supposed to ask for the old part, but I was like, can you show me the part that you took out? Because I just went and had my car looked at, and what you charged me for was not done. But I didn't go by myself. That was the thing. I went back with somebody who was standing there, and he was like,
So the biggest thing and I know I'm an IT guy, so I know I get enamored
No
with
way,
software.
are you really? Oh
I
my God,
might
I
be.
didn't know.
Oh man.
But I don't want to talk too much about the software, but I will tell you something, just in my experiences, like getting tires replaced, and I'm going in and there's paperwork and they throw it out in front of you to tell you something's wrong. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what I'm looking at when I'm looking at the papers. And they're like, "Oh, your camber's off, your this is off," and you're going, "I have no idea.
I don't think you know what a camber is.
I really don't. I just know that's what they told me
You
last
made
time
that
I was
shit
in."
up.
No, they actually told me this, and then I ended up taking it elsewhere. Who told me, "Oh no, you don't have that problem." And again, it got solved. But his software, that's all documentation. What we have had just recently, we've had somebody that had paperwork, and when they brought it to us and they set it down, and we went over everything, I realized as we're in the middle of a conversation and they're about ready to charge us for work that they did, it's not my vehicle.
Oh!
Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
So I almost
dropped there.
yeah, I
I
almost
know,
paid an extra
right?
$1,200, and they're like, "Oh, that's not your vehicle?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Well, are these your keys?" I'm like, "Those are my keys, but my truck is not red."
Whoa.
So they went and looked, and when they got through everything, they finally found, "Oh yeah, you're right. It wasn't your truck. We just swapped. The paperwork got messed up." And I'm like, "Oh, thank God. I knew what I was talking about the parts on the vehicle." And we got that squashed. But for him, this is all documented inside of an actual system. So when they type your name in, it pulls up, and it's not going to, like if they type in Anthony Montgomery, it's not going to pull up Jill or Robin. It's going to
It
pull up.
might now.
And it pulls
I know,
up
right?
every single thing that you've had done there. Because I'm
Exactly.
like, come on, Mike. I know that you did it ... time. He's like, Robin, look, I did it
No, he didn't.
this time. And I was like, oh, okay,
Never
then I
mind.
guess we need to do that again.
And see,
All I know is apparently Anthony sees Mike a lot more than we do, Robin.
He does, obviously. Because I'm more than 10 miles away.
I'm more than 10 miles too, but I don't see him very often.
I've got kids that drive. And we use vehicles for work, and he's very convenient to get in and out of. He's right around the corner for us. Our guys, I send them there. It makes things easier.
Hey, let's test. Let's see if people are still listening, because sometimes, they zone out. I mean, not on purpose.
Let me see.
I want to see. And so as you guys watch this in the future, I would love, I love stories. So if you have any like crazy, ridiculous car stories, and they don't have to be like bad stories, they could be funny stories like, the one I shared. I would love that you go into the chat room and share with us just some crazy, funny stories. Funny stories, not bad stories.
Right. And put it in there. Even if you're watching it on replay, put it in there. We want to read them. Because we'll talk about you on our next podcast. Just saying.
Absolutely.
I mean, we won't say your last name. Okay,
Absolutely.
we might. If you're Robin's family, I will say your last name.
Oh, my poor mom. No,
Because
I'm
Robin's
honest,
family
and
doesn't know
she's
what to
saying
do
that
with me.
love, okay? So,
Hi, Mom.
Anthony, we did talk about you are the IT. You are my IT guy. So if somebody is out there and they need IT because we have you, Jennifer, and your children that we're supporting, how do they get a hold of you?
One of the easiest ways to reach out to us, you can send it to email, but to be honest, pick up the phone and call 813-563-1000. You'll actually, the first person you're going to reach is Jennifer. She is way better than me at talking to people.
She's better looking too.
Oh, yes, by far. So you're going to actually get
Just kidding.
speak with somebody that's going to get things done. But thank you very much, Robin. Thank you very much.
But she's too shy to come on the podcast.
She
No,
is.
she came that one day, but she didn't know.
Yes, she didn't realize we were live.
And Jill, again, happy birthday.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, love you very much. Now, and I know you just moved to your new shop, and I don't know if you're like wicked busy or whatever, but if someone needs to get their hair done, what is the best way to get a hold of you?
Well, we all know the worst way to get a hold of me is to send an email. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, because when I'm busy, my one claim to fame which is also a detriment, kind of in the same thing, is that if you're sitting in my chair, you got 100% of my time. And unfortunately, if the phone rings or something comes through, I don't pick it up while I'm with a client, because I believe the client is paying for their time and they're paying for my education, and I'm just not going to have distractions. But the best way to reach me would be to also, honestly, a text is great, because I can reply to a text really quick if someone's under the dryer rather than calling. So my number is 813-684-9914. No stalkers, please.
So
But that's honestly the best way to get a hold of me. How about you, Robin?
I was gonna just about ready to say, so our matchmaking superhauhero,
Yeah,
as
come
we
on,
see,
matchmaker. How
she's
about
already.
you?
Please tell us, what is the
By
easiest
the way,
way to
that's a
get in
nice
touch?
shirt you have on.
Oh, thank you. I did have on my green shirt earlier and it didn't work with the green screen. So I'm not gonna lie, I switched shirts with my daughter before I got here. But I do have on my necklace, and it has the picture of the world, because it's one world, one family. I just got out of ProfitCon, and it is because I'm a profit first professional. And the best way to get a hold of me is, like Anthony said, pick up the phone. Give me a call, 813-540-1040.
I will
Simple,
say,
right?
I will contest for my co-hosts that if you do call them, you're going to absolutely get them, and they 100% will answer the telephone and take care of you. And I can't think of two better people to be a co-host with than you two, because it's ethical standards to me are really important, and I really believe in honesty and compassion and taking care of people, and you guys are two of the best.
Thank you, and likewise.
Thank you.
Very much so.
You know, when I had my ribbon cutting, and I was like, I so want to do this. I want to help small businesses. I want to introduce to everybody their neighbors. I want to introduce them to the small business people, the backbone of the United States economy. And this is what I want to do, because I do listen to podcasts. I listen to Mike Michalowicz and a few other people, and how their podcasts are, but they're not live, virtual, where you get to see them. And Anthony, when I was telling him about it, his eyes just lit up, and he was like, I will help you do that. And then I was like, I need another co-host. And I happened to be going out to the doctor's, and it was right around the corner from your office. And I'm like, hey, Jill, I'm in the neighborhood. Can we do lunch? So then I was like, what do you think about it? And she's like, oh my God. And you are an absolute asset to this whole team here. You ask the perfect questions.
Thank you.
I love you
Hey,
guys.
and by the way, thank you for allowing us doing this during happy hour, because I can get pretty happy after a glass of your wine.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to have that wine. What wine are you having today, Anthony?
Yeah, Anthony. What flavor is your wine?
Well, today I have it's a import from
Sam's Club.
It might be. It's actually aged by about 4 weeks.
Aged by 4 weeks.
And
okay, I'm kind of scared now. Robin was drinking her grape Kool-Aid, I think, today.
It's a super sweet red with a little bit of.
Yeah, keep making up some shit, because it's.
It doesn't say.
It's starting to smell in here.
I can't tell you what it is.
Ooh, that's normally what I would ask you, Anthony. I can't see it. It's a white bottle.
That's the problem.
Right. He dips that in water.
I have no idea.
Keeps squeezing till it gets to the right color.
Oh boy, if you guys are still watching, it gets a little crazy. So anyone who actually shuts off early, you're really missing out. And I hope that you guys did stay and you just kind of enjoy the banter, because we definitely have banter amongst the three of us. If you ever see Robin doing this, I mean, she's not an airhead or anything. I think she's actually like looking at a chat screen or something. But every time I see this, I'm like, what the hell is she doing?
Robin, for not being an IT.
I don't know if someone's making a comment on a live on our live thing.
I'm like,
and
Robin, come back.
If it's a question for our guests. I don't want to lose it, so I'm looking at the screen.
Robin, we're gonna have to take a picture and show everybody
Yes,
one day
it's so funny.
your starship that you
Just
have
make
going
sure
on.
Your nose is always clean.
I have 4 screens.
No, you got 5, not 4.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You got
I forgot about that other one.
Well, we should probably let people say bye-bye.
All right. Remember again, guys, that Mike did ask for his Google and Yelp reviews. And if you need to call him, he's not open on the weekends, but his number is 813-381-5002. I had to quickly look over there. I was at, is it a 3 or a 5? 813-381-5002. Again,
Perfect.
the link is in the message. You guys have a wonderful day. And
Bye.
cheers, happy hour.
Cheers.
Happy birthday.
Time to go to dinner.